Hello and welcome to the Kapeel Gupta Career PodShow. And today I want to begin this series with the subject that is often misunderstood and sometimes sensationalized and very often underutilized: graphology. And now let me be clear from the very beginning. This episode is not about teaching graphology, it's not about explaining handwriting traits, and it is definitely not about predicting anyone's future from their writing. This episode is about awareness. Because when used responsibly, graphology is not a tool for judgment, it's a mirror of the inner world. And in my work as a career guide, that inner world matters far more than marks, degrees, or even aptitude tests. Hi, I'm Kapeel Gupta, career coach, life mentor, and founder of Study Abroad Academy. I empower students, parents, and conscious professionals to design a fulfilling life and career by aligning their minds, values, and aspirations. And I do it with coaching, mindset work, and the game changing power of graphotherapy. Because students deserve more than just guidance, they deserve transformation. So let's dive in. See, one of the biggest mistakes people make while talking about graphology is reducing it to labels: introvert, extrovert, lazy, aggressive, emotionally weak, and that is not graphology. That is interpretation without empathy. So, true graphology begins with observation, not conclusion. So, handwriting reflects the state of the nervous system, emotional pressures, suppressed responses, and coping mechanisms that a person may not even be consciously aware of. And this is where graphology becomes deeply relevant to career guidance. Let me explain. Many students come to me saying, I don't know what I want to do. I lack confidence. I feel stuck. Or I start things but don't finish. Now, these are not academic problems, these are emotional patterns. And very often, before these patterns show up as burnout, anxiety, or health issues, they quietly show up in inconsistencies in writing, pressure patterns, rhythm disturbances, or lack of flow. Not as a diagnosis, but as signals. So, graphology, when used ethically, helps us ask better questions. Where is the emotional load coming from? Is the stress external or internalized? Or is the person forcing performance at the cost of balance? So, in career guidance, this awareness is powerful because career confusion is rarely about choice, it's about inner alignment. And handwriting, over time, reflects how aligned or conflicted that inner system is. And that is why I often say every prolonged emotional imbalance eventually seeks expression, either through behavior, health, or habits. So, graphology simply helps us notice earlier. So, if you take one thing from today's episode, let it be this: graphology is not magic, it's not prediction, and it's definitely not judgment. It's a language of awareness. So, when integrated thoughtfully into career guidance, it allows us to guide people not just towards successful careers, but towards sustainable lives. And that in today's high pressure world is no small thing. So, if you're a graphologist, a career professional, or someone deeply interested in the mind emotion career connection, this podcast is for you. Over the coming weeks, I'll be sharing short, reflecting episodes on careers, study abroad, life skills, and the inner world that silently drives all of them. Follow the Kapeel Gupta Career PodShow for grounded insights, responsible conversations, and clarity without hype. Because careers are not built on handwriting alone, but understanding the human behind the handwriting changes everything. Thank you for listening.